Hello, it's Denise, Mentary Mama, and I actually have an unboxing today. I checked, it's been a month since I did an unboxing, and I didn't think I would be doing one for a while, because of like this giant purge thing that I'm doing, or letting go. But I got a deck that I pre-ordered like a long time ago, and it is the Wild Messengers Alchemical Tarot. And I'm so excited. And so I was like, hey, I'm going to do an unboxing video because those are fun. I I just happened across this deck. I didn't back it on Kickstarter. I actually just pre-ordered it from their website, and I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that that's how that happened. And I just kind of because I kind of came across I think at least one of the creators on a YouTube video like talking about this deck, and I just looked it up, and the website just made the cards seem so gorgeous, and I was, you know, I was just gone. I just had to buy this deck, and I did, and it came in today, and I was so excited. So I am so excited. Okay, I'm gonna open the book first because it looks amazing. So this, the Wild Messengers Alchemical Tarot Guidebook. So this is by Lola Pickett, with cosmic animal art by Tanya Casteel. And it's gorgeous. It's like hypnotizing because it has this this nice like shiny, lettering, and you can feel it, and it's so pretty. Let's see, guided by alchemy and animal messages, this guidebook illuminates the timeless wisdom held by the beings of the Wild Messengers Tarot deck. Call forth insight in your own unconscious answers with 80 in-depth interpretations, 6 tarot spreads, meditations, writing prompts, and more. Oh, so exciting. Oh my goodness. All right, so it's so pretty. You are everything, and everything is you. You can barely see that, but there's some words right there. It's very cool. All right. La, la, la. A lot of animals. And so the wild cards are the griffin and the dragon. So that's pretty cool. And there's a bunch of stuff. And there's all the Kickstarter early birds. Ah, just look at that. That is so gorgeous. Is that on all of us? Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's like a full page artwork. And then it looks like for at least some majors you have, wow, like 4, sides. That's like 4 pages of information and channeled writing prompts, and oh my goodness. And the sides are like color coded so you can find them. All right, so then when you get into the minors, it looks like when they are, they have like the smaller image, but that's still fine, and it's still color, and it still has, oh my gosh. So even all the minors looks like it still has, 2 full pages of information. I love that. Nothing in life is truly a detour unless you refuse to learn from your mistakes. Gosh, that is a life lesson that I think I'm currently working on. Mountain goat. So cool. Oh my gosh. Ah. Yep. And then, okay, so then you have, wow. The wild cards are in like this black paper. Very cool card spreads, and there's an index, so that's kind of nice. Holy cow, it was like a nice book. Some resources and endnotes. And And so it's about just the deck information itself. Looks like it's about 318 pages. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, now let's open the deck. Like, that's amazing, but I need to open this deck. All right. Oh, it's just so pretty. Okay. Earth and its creatures are speaking. Are you listening? And it's got that same, like, almost holographic looking shiny stuff. I don't know if you can see that, but it's so cool. So pretty. Now, it does not have like the little cutouts, so, oh, I think it's coming out. I'm going to be afraid to close this box. Oh, wait, there it goes. There it goes. May your journey and exploration bring healing, awareness, compassion, and kindness to all who cross your path. Hold on just a second here. All right. Well, that's... Oh, I left a piece of plastic on there. I thought it was coming apart. No, that's nice. That's a nice box. But I wouldn't close it probably without the deck in it because it doesn't have like the little lifty things. All right. I knew that I saw like when I ordered it that it was supposed to look like this, but oh my goodness. Like, can you see that texture on the back of the cards? Like, I could just stare at I could just stare at that for a long time. This is your invitation to stop, drop, and breathe. Let me see here. Ooh. Okay, okay. Interesting. So the cards seem to be pretty I don't know what the weight is or anything. I mean, they're not super thick because like they're very flexible, but they're very nice, like kind of matte finish. And they have that really nice back on all the cards. It's just gorgeous. The Fool. Now I need to, okay, but just let me look that up because I'm thinking it's a wolf, but I just want to make sure it's not like a coyote because oh, it's coyote. Okay. So I was thinking coyote really works with the Fool energy. In fact, I think they talk about that a little bit in the Starman Tarot. Ah, goodness. But isn't that gorgeous? That's just gorgeous. I might not go through all the cards because I know that there are other unboxings, but oh my gosh. So Alchemist for the Magician. Healer is the High Priestess. Gaia, okay, so that if they have the numbers, so Gaia is the Empress, so that's 3, but it looks like the names are they're all different. Although you get like, so this is Elder and it's 4, and this is Emperor, and you really get that kind of Emperor energy from this. So, here's a wolf. Oracle. That's really interesting. Like, it's interesting and it makes me want to go read the book, but I'll wait till later. Oh, Divine Union for the Lover's card. And it's only one animal, like solitary by itself. So that's interesting. I'm going to have to read the thinking behind this because I know it has a lot of good information in the book. Journey for the Chariot. Power. Chosen like a buffalo, bison. It looks like. I might get some of these wrong, but I don't want to stop and look up all of them. Oh my gosh. Retreat. Look at that. Feline energy. Interesting. Destiny as a jellyfish. That is really interesting. Okay. Will it sting you? Will it not sting you? Karma as justice. I'm assuming that power would be strength, and then karma is justice. Looks like a praying mantis, perhaps. Oh, a bat. I mean, that makes sense. Although they're not showing the bat hanging upside down, the bat does hang upside down, so that makes sense for like Hanged Man energy. And Rebirth makes sense for the Death card. To me, this might be just in my head, but it made sense to somebody else too because they created this deck. Integration. Integration. Like stag. Trickster. The devil is trickster. Initiation. Wow. Or a tower energy. That kind of freaks me out. All right, and oh, so this is called the star. The zebra is the star, and it's actually called the star. And then you have it looks like a panther as the moon, and actually called the moon, and the sun. So all the astrological ones are named. We still have the star, the moon, and the sun. Is that eagle? It looks like. And then back at 20 of choice, which makes sense for judgment. I wonder if they have. So the last of the majors is home, which makes sense because when you think about like all the majors, it starts like it's a journey home kind of, but it's also the Fool being the very impetus of creation, going up to, and things are, building and creating, and then the universe, which is home in this. It's a sea turtle, which is amazing, of course. Which makes, and home makes sense with sea turtles for me because like they swim all over and then they come to a certain place. Anyway, I think I'm not that familiar, but it starts with like the impetus of creation is the Fool, and then it comes to the universe, which is the very fullness of creation right before like it kind of implodes on itself and it starts back again at the beginning. So it's like a cyclical thing, at least in my understanding. And so home kind of makes sense. Like you're home for the moment and then you're about to go on this whole journey again. So that's really cool. All right. Oh my goodness. And then I just want to see if I can get, okay. All right, so it looks like all the aces are called soul. And it looks like they use like the little elemental symbol here to indicate the suits, because they don't seem to have any kind of, okay, well then there's also, it looks like the text may be different colors on the different suits as well. It's one of those times where I really wish I had one of those cameras that were like pointing downward, because you're just looking at me sorting cards right now, so that's not quite that fun, but hey, so what I got. All right, so it looks like the text is different colors, if only slightly different colors. So see, and then it looks like it's also color coded on the book. So the color of the text matches the color of the elements, which kind of matches the colors of the little tabs here on the side, which is nice. And then in the book, for example, this first card is there's a puma. It doesn't give the animals' names on any of these cards, which I kind of wish that it did. That's like the one thing I've noticed. So I'm like, I think this is this animal, but you can look them up. But then, so for example, this one is a puma. It just says soul, which in this deck seems to be the ace cards, and it has this little elemental symbol. And so this says soul of air. So you have like the little air thing. And so, and it has like the 2 pages for the card. You get the information, and it does have like an invocation and just Puma speaks. I'm just in love with that book. I think that's so cool. So it seems like all these symbols at the bottom are also color coded, matching the text. So that is a good way, because so light blue is air, and then it looks like Red is for fire, blue, the water, and green is earth. And so this is interesting because for the air, for the air cards, like I'm not seeing a lot of air animals. So I'm not seeing a lot of like birds, I guess, and like I would think winged insects and that kind of thing. So that's really interesting. I guess ladybugs fly. So that's something. And koalas kind of are up in the trees. So, and giraffes are tall up in the air. But then this looks like a bear to me. And like I said, I'm not familiar with like animal energies and that kind. I work with a couple other animal decks, but I haven't devoted a lot of study time to the different like animal medicine. So, but like I don't always associate elephants with air, so that's kind of, I'm interested what the book has to say. But I do love the artwork. It's super gorgeous. It's a very kind of, it's not precise, it's not very detailed, so I can definitely like get this like a giant tortoise. And I'm wiggling it like you're gonna see that. I'm just too excited. And said, okay, so then here are the court cards. So the court cards look like they go Seeker, Initiate, Teacher, and Master. So we have the Seeker as the page, which makes sense to me. Initiate as the Knight. Teacher as the Queen. And Master as the King. So very, very interesting. I like that because it is very gender neutral. So while I do like decks that have like the Page and the Queen as female cards and the Knight and the King as masculine cards, I like that balance of male-female energy in a deck. I do think that having it kind of left open could make readings, I don't know, it could, I'm trying to think, I know I have other decks where it's like that, but it could make it more ambiguous, or, you know, it could just mean that you can associate the appropriate person with that card, because when the court cards sometimes come up for me, which lately I've been pulling court cards every single day, like every day. So court cards are one of those things that I'm really delving in deeper, but sometimes I think that when a card comes up, for example, if it's like the King, but it could mean a woman, and so, but having that masculine image sometimes can be a little bit, I think, of a block for me, associating it with a woman, like the correct person that I think it relates to, if that makes sense. Or I could just be rambling, but I am interested to see how this deck reads, because I'm not going to get a lot of intuitive hits, to be honest, from like this card. Like I know it's fire, and I know it's like a leopard, and I know Seeker. But it doesn't have any, like, the animal is gorgeous, but it's not like interacting with anything in any way. Like, it's just there on the card. So it's not, I mean, at least like this, you know, this animal's in flight, but it's a fire card. But it's got a lot of bright colors, so I guess I could see that. Teacher. Oh, and Master. Okay, and so this is interesting because you have Teacher as the Queen, as like a female lion, and then you have Master as obviously a male lion with the full mane and everything. So it does have kind of like the male-female energy. I just want to go back through and like sort and arrange them. And so far, I haven't noticed like a color scheme in the cards themselves, but it could just be because I haven't laid them all out and looked at them that way. So this is the water cards, and hippo, I think water, as well as otter. And we've got like beaver, which I definitely think of as water, and then it looks like a narwhal. And looks like lightning bugs. Perhaps. That's what I see when I look at that. I'll have to look that up. But as the 5 of, oh no, I don't want to start throwing them on the floor before I've even used them. Oh, see, we actually get lightning bugs here, which I'm super happy about. Looks like maybe a cormorant. Ah, octopus. And this looks like another bear. So I'm pretty sure I saw a bear. So it could be two different types of bear, or I could have mistaken the other one for something else. Salmon, perhaps. Salmon as the 9 of Cups. So yeah. Well, maybe I just don't know that much. That might be a different fish too. It looks like dolphin. That's 10 of Cups. And we have the Seeker, the Initiate, Teacher, and the Master. So 2 different like whale images, which is interesting to have those again. And see, all of those, just about all of those, except for lightning bugs, if that's what that was, I could be mistaken, like I said. All of those seem to have something like water. Even bears, I can see, I guess, kind of like water related because they eat fish. Some of them catch fish. So let's see. This is Earth. I said I wasn't going to show all the cards. What was I thinking? This looks like maybe a sloth. I think I've said on another video, like I've actually seen a sloth like in a rainforest. It was amazing. So for that reason, I just always like things with sloths. See, the interesting thing about the Earth suit is I can associate almost any animal with the Earth because we all live on the Earth. But some of these more than others, like raccoon, definitely. And oh, looks like, I'm going to say, is this a squirrel or a chipmunk? Because it almost looks like it has that little stripe. We have so many squirrels and chipmunks here. Like a chipmunk ran up to me today and I was like, okay, I got the message. I don't know what the message is, but I will look up chipmunk energy later because he was staring right at me. Seeker. Initiate. Oh my gosh. Vulture. And Teacher. And Master. Master of Earth is the gorilla. I totally believe it. Okay, and so then the 2 bonus cards are the dragon. Oh, okay, and it's interesting because, so this is a little symbol. It's like a little star, pentagram, and the griffin. I love how the bonus cards have a black background, but then also the background of the pages relating to the bonus cards also have a black background. Why is that so hard to say? Oh, they shuffle really well. Let me see if I can. So they're really flexible. So like they're not a super, I mean they're like it seems like a really good cardstock, but like still like a really flexible one. So they seem to shuffle really well. They look to be pretty reversible. As far as I can tell. All right. Shuffle a couple more times. I love shuffling that way because it's the sound of the cards, like when you bridge and you know, they kind of fall in place, like, and then I just like that sound. It's satisfying somehow. And I feel like they're getting shuffled really well. All right. All right. Let's see what card wants to come out today. This one. Oh, Rebirth, number 13, the Death card. Okay, so let's look that one up. So it's, like I said, it's got the tab. So the top ones here, the darker ones are the, oh, look at this. It's got a little ribbon bookmark. Okay. Where is the Death card? Okay. Rebirth. I'm obviously not going to read all like 4 or 5 pages of this, but it does say, you know, the animal, it's a butterfly, phase of alchemy, and then it's okay. So it says butterfly and death. So just to double check. Okay, so it does list the traditional name, like tarot card name in the book. So butterfly, death, phase of alchemy is coagulation. It has an invocation, which I will not read. Let's see if it has specific divination. Butterfly speaks. So just a little sample of what it says. I don't see anything that specifically says like divination. It does have butterfly speaks, which I'm wondering if that's what it is, but it says butterfly is a beacon of hope during a time of painful transformation. You're being asked to completely let go, not just of an idea or an aspect of your life, but an entire way of being. When butterfly flutters into your reading, it's a sign that you're navigating an identity crisis starting from the outside in. And dang it, if that's not actually very relevant to my life right now. Okay, so it does say in bold, it's natural to grieve inevitable losses when they come, but know that anything destined for the future will evolve alongside you. Wow. And then it does say butterfly is here to affirm not only is it okay to release your circumstances, it's imperative if you want to live authentically. And I really do think that's true. So just a little bit from Butterfly Speaks. It says, what needs to be released? Something large is looming on the horizon. A key component of your current life is up for dissolution. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Allow your strength to unfold. Allow reconstruction to begin. You are about to emerge from your chrysalis. And then it also says at the bottom here, consult the Metamorphosis spread for more insight. So that's interesting that they actually kind of tell you a spread to use. I'm really impressed with this book. Like, not only is it absolutely gorgeous, but the information seems really well done. And this is really, I don't know, you know, for me, I'm going through this whole like cleansing and starting things over kind of, and I got this, I'm letting go of all this stuff, and then I got Rebirth. So that's eerily accurate. So anyway, Wild Messengers Alchemical Tarot. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here watching, you're amazing. I just want to say thank you. I don't like always keep track of how many subscribers I have because I don't want to focus on numbers, but I just am so grateful for the people that watch the videos and comment, and I just want to say thank you so much. And just I'm clearing out all these decks, and just to kind of express how grateful I am, I do want to kind of do a few giveaways coming up here soon on my channel, so stay tuned for that once I get all that stuff sorted out. So hopefully soon. I get just thank you so much. I am just having an outlet to talk about tarot is just so amazing for me. So thanks. Have I said thanks? Thanks a lot. All right, I will talk to you later. I hope you have a wonderful day.